As you start looking at the little things out there, wildlife does shine. Singing birds, the flowers that are coming up, to me, that's a richness of life. You see it is unbelievable. Grasslands, not only in the southern high plains, but also around the world, are the least protected, most threatened of all the major habitat types on Earth. When we talk about SHPE, we really mean the Southern High Plains Initiative. And that is a recognition of this vast landscape out here that is still largely wild and largely unimpacted in many ways. So the diversity of life there is pretty special because of the variation in the climates and subclimates of that area. Here in the SHPE landscape, we're talking about very dry landscapes. There's a shadow where the precipitation does not occur in the grasslands. The plants and animals that live in that rain shadow are pretty specialized. The plants themselves can go for years and years without ever growing. Grass extends roots way down into the soil, sometimes 10 or 11 feet down. That way it can get the most moisture before the soil totally dries out. When those things cure that way, they're good all the way through the winter. And that's a real benefit. The animals themselves, many of them have so many adaptations. Some of it is, if it's not wet, stay underground as long as you can. And there are other ones that have adaptations like concentrating their urine so they can conserve the water. And then movement is another one for the larger animals. Bison were known to see a thunderstorm off in the distance, and they would turn and walk that way to find that. What needs to happen in the future for supporting all this biodiversity? So we need to pay attention. SHPE is a combination of understanding the connectivity that exists in big, wide open landscapes, and that where that connectivity exists, it's a special place. I also just have a great desire that these magnificent forms of life, whether they're little magnificent or whether they're really big magnificent, will be able to thrive.